So it's about that time where people are starting to get back into Destiny. We got the free update Into the Light coming out next month, actually in about 2-ish weeks. And yeah, I get ready for Final Shape. And now would be a great time to start. Maybe you got some friends joining back. Now would be a great time to try to get back into it if you plan on playing the Final Shape or even the free content that comes out in a couple weeks. So that's what I'm going to go over in this video. I'm going to talk about what to do to get back into it in case you haven't played in a long time, and what you can do to get that loot and get yourself ready for the Final Shape. First things first, check if the Legacy Collection is on sale. It could be on Steam or on Epic. I know a little bit ago they did the Legacy Collection for completely free on Epic, but make sure to check that because you can get the Witch Queen, Shadowkeep, and Beyond Light all for $15, which is a really good deal because Beyond Light gives you the Stasis subclass, and Witch Queen is arguably the best DLC we've gotten since Forsaken. So two really good pickups there. Is also a good price because individually I think they're like $20 or $25, which is not worth it, honestly. So just keep checking every so often if that is on sale, and when it is, I recommend you pick it up. 2, you want to do the free-to-play story missions on every DLC. As a free-to-play player, the first mission of every DLC is free. There's one on Neptune, Savathun's Throne World, Europa, Dreaming City, and even the Moon. So you want to get those out the way because they do give a lot of loot, especially Savathun's Throne World and the one on Neomuna. Give a lot of, or Neptune, I'm sorry, give a lot of loot. So that can get you an extra 30 or 40 light just off the drop if you're not 1750 yet. And if you're still not 1750 and you need to get some quick loot, do the Timeline Reflections. These are story missions from the past of Destiny that have been taken out. They let you know what kind of happened, kind of like the overall timeline of Destiny, but you can go back and play one mission from each DLC. And these are just good ways to get weapons in general. The Allstringer from the Forsaken one is really good in Crucible and in PvE if you get the right rolls. So this could be kind of your like introduction to getting good rolled weapons or good just weapons overall. Done through ritual activities. You can do them by completing bounties for each vendor at the tower, and by playing competitive. If you're good at PvP and you like playing it, competitive is a good way to get powerful weapons because every rank up you have, you will get a powerful reward. Once you hit the powerful cap, which is 1800, you might want to start doing endgame content, which is raids or dungeons. Raids are 6-player activities. For those of you who don't know, you can actually use the in-game LFG system now to find a team, which makes it a lot easier to get raids done. There's, I believe, 6 of them in the game right now. Vault of Glass, Crota's End, King's Fall, Deepstone Crypt, Root of Nightmares, Vow of the Disciple, and Garden of Salvation. And also Last Wish. I'm sorry, I forgot about that one. So when that raid is the weekly featured raid, that's when you're able to farm weapons. You can do them anytime really, but when you're able to farm the weapons that you want, you have to wait for it to be the weekly featured raid, which you would know that by it having a gold symbol next to it. I believe this week right now is the Vault of Glass, and then the most recent raid, which was Crota's End, got introduced, is just by default always farmable, or it's always featured because it's the most recent. Same thing with dungeons. Dungeons are a 3-player activity. They're kind of like mini raids. Those, I don't know what the weekly raid is this week, but I do know that they also give some pretty good loot, and since you only need 3 people, they're easier to do. If you really want to, dungeons are soloable, but assuming that you are getting back into the game with your friends, you're probably going to have a person or two able to run some dungeons with. After you did that, really, it's just about getting god rolls. You did everything you needed to do to level up, and now it's just about getting the good rolled weapons. There's a lot of good weapons in Trials, which is the endgame PvP mode. As you can see in this gameplay in the background, I'm using the Summoner Adept, which is a very good auto rifle, because auto rifles are very good right now. And I believe all of the Trials weapons right now are actually pretty solid in my opinion. So definitely, if you enjoy PvP, get a team together, go play some Trials. You'll have a lot of fun. Maybe you won't, who knows. Some weapons I actually have marked down for my friend who also just got back into Destiny. So I'm just gonna share that list with you in case you need some of these weapons. One is Funnel Web, which is a random drop. It is a really good PvE and right now PvP SMG. It's a void type. Number 2 is Riptide. It's a fusion rifle in the kinetic it's stasis actually. Same thing with this Unending Tempest. This is Crucible drop. It's also stasis. Traveler's Chosen is an exotic. I believe there's a quest for this, but I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that one. Vex Mythoclast, which is the Baltic-Glass raid weapon. Necrochasm, which is also a raid weapon from Crota's End. Outbreak Perfected. I believe you can just buy that from the kiosk at the tower. No Time to Explain. I believe you can also buy from the kiosk at the tower or get from the stranger on Europa. The Amit AR2, which you can actually get from the gunsmith. And then if you do have the 30th anniversary edition, I recommend Gallahorn or any other rocket launcher really that can get damage perks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please, if you have any more questions or have anything else that you want me to answer, leave a comment down below. Make sure to leave a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy this type of content, and subscribe to see more of my content on your feed. I go live on Twitch as well almost every single day. All my socials are down in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.